So going down to this was what we do on the ground and how a pilot uh, and what all responsibilities does a pilot have on the ground. Well, he has after that there's quite a bit when it comes to in the air, which is the controls of the plane. So um, do any of you all know what the primary controls of a plane are?
Or height, altitude.
Those are instruments. I'm talking about the controls.
Control surfaces like flaps, and for throttle there are the main engines.
Yeah, correct. Flaps,
Ailerons.
correct, correct. Flaps are the ancillary controls. There are, like somebody said, I think, who was that? Who said ailerons?
Me, myself.
With it, yeah. So this is what a small plane would look like. This has a control column, as you can see in front, and pedals at the bottom. The control column regulates two primary controls, and the pedals at the bottom control the other one. So there are three primary controls, and here they are. Like with it said, ailerons and elevators and the rudder. The ailerons help the plane bank left and right. The elevators help the plane pitch up and down, and the rudder helps the plane turn left and right. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
What's the difference between banking and turning?
Yeah. So I'll get to that in a bit. The when you move the control column to the left here, the ailerons move. When you move the control column left or right, like if you would move a steering wheel, the ailerons move. When you pull or push it, the elevators move. And when you press the pedals left or right, the rudder moves. Okay. Now coming to your question, Aditi, what's the difference between banking and turning? These are some of the ancillary controls, like Samir said, flaps, and which you see coming out. If you sat in a plane next to the wing, you will see the flaps dropping down when they're coming in for landing. Along with the flaps, the slats drop down. Flight spoilers go up to help brake the plane, and uh, we also have a stabilizer. Stabilizer is a different concept. It's essentially the entire surface moves as an elevator. Normally, like you've seen here, the elevator is only the back of the surface, not the whole surface. If you have a stabilizer, the entire surface moves as the elevator. That's the only difference in the two. So, coming to your question, Aditi, um, there are three axes to the plane. Before we get to that, let's go over the four forces that act on a plane. The four forces are weight, which is counteracted by lift, thrust, which helps you move forward to generate lift, and a byproduct of thrust, which is drag. Okay. Now, there are three axes to a plane. One is the lateral axis. If the plane moves above the lateral axis, it pitches up and pitches down. I'm going to stop my screen share and show you guys this. Can you guys see me?
Yes.
This, as you saw, was the lateral axis.
Once more. Yeah. What's the lateral axis?
This, as you saw in the slide, is the lateral axis.
Yeah.
So along the lateral axis, the plane pitches up and pitches down.
Okay.
That's how you climb and you descend.
The pull forward and pull back. Yeah. Okay.
Then we have the longitudinal axis. Along the longitudinal axis, the plane banks or rolls left and right. This is the longitudinal axis, and along this the plane rolls. If this is a plane flying towards you, when it rolls, it's going to tilt to the left and tilt to the right. And the last one is the normal axis. So this is essentially the vertical. Normal axis goes through here. So this line from top to bottom is the normal axis. And that helps the plane turn. So if it's flying towards you, it's going to turn like a car in 2 dimensions.
Okay, understood. I understood, but I'm hoping the others.
Plane can rotate about any of the 3 axes.
Yeah, depending on what control surface you use, you can rotate about any of the 3 axes. On the ground, you can obviously rotate about only 2 axes. That is the lateral axis and the normal axis and the longitudinal axis. Because on the ground, you're not pitching up. You're going to be on the ground. But once you're in the air, you can even pitch up and pitch down. So then you move about the lateral axis as well. These are the 3 axes and they all work about through the center of gravity. This is how it works. The lateral axis helps you pitch using the elevator. The longitudinal axis helps you roll using the ailerons. And the normal axis helps you yaw using the rudder.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, is it right that we use rudder for braking during landing?
No, we don't use the rudder. So at the top of the rudder, when my heels are touching the floor and I'm pressing the rudder, when I'm pressing the pedal, I'll be using the rudder. But at the top, the upper section of it is the brakes. You can see there's a V formed there at the pedals. I'm not sure whose question that was.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So the lower half is the rudder pedal. If you only depress the lower half, but if you press the pedal on the top half, it's the brake. So you don't actually use a rudder, you use the brakes. And using the brakes, if your aircraft is turning left and right because you've used uneven braking, then you use the rudder pedals to help you keep straight while you're braking.
I also have 2 small questions.
Yep.
First one, for braking, I saw somewhere that some planes, like they were huge passenger planes.
Okay.
They had like these half sliced cup type things on the back of the engine, and when they landed, like when they were on the runway, so those things would fold and they called it reverse thrust.
Yeah, that's again, when I show you the Boeing 737 cockpit, can you remind me? I will show it to you what you're talking about.
Okay.
So because the plane is massive, using only the brakes will overheat the brakes. So you use thrust and point it in the opposite direction to help slow you down. That's the concept of it. So normally thrust is helping you pull forward. It reverses itself and helps you slow you down. Aerodynamic. So that the stress is not on the brakes. And very similarly, we use spoilers, like you all saw here, the flight spoilers and the ground spoilers. They all come up when you land. They come up for that very same reason, to help break the air that's flowing over the wings and slow it down aerodynamically.
To introduce more drag.
Correct. That's right.
And yeah, just one more question.
Yeah.
I get it that small planes use when they are on the runway for moving around only. They use their main engines, from what I know. And do big planes like have motors in their landing gears, or
No,
just rolling around?
no, we don't. Even we use our main engines.
Okay.
They are introducing new concepts, like you've seen the pushback trucks that help push your aircraft back.
Yeah.
They are using concepts like that now to help pull them all the way till the takeoff point. But up till now, we still use our main engines.
Okay.
They're doing that only purely to reduce carbon emissions so that we burn less fuel. That's the main reason. But so far, we still use our main engines.
So for reverse thrust generation, Purav, there must be like a separate piece like put on the plane, right? Like engine is placed in a way to deliver thrust in a certain direction.
Yeah.
So for reverse thrust, there would be separate component placed on the plane.
So
like
that
engine types.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go out of the slide to show this to you. One second. Can you guys see this on my screen?
Yeah.
So this is an engine valve that opens up. Can you see the space between where my arrow is pointing? So
Yeah.
when you activate reverse thrust, this engine valve opens up. And instead of sending the air or pushing the air backwards, which the engine would normally do to give you thrust, it's now pushing it forward.
Understood. Okay.
And that's how, because now the air is being pushed forward, your aircraft is decelerating.
So just a panel displacement allows for. Oh, okay.
And if you want to see a little bit of the technicality of it, here we go. The panel is closed, so the normal airflow sends the air out and generates thrust. As soon as the blocker door opens and the vane grid helps it move, the air is reversed and pushed forward.